way, that way.
Connect.
Walang signal. Wala connecting. Maybe start again. Hindi reconnecting eh. Start siguro again. YouTube mismo siguro.
Ayan.
Ah.
You're live.
Okay. Hi everyone, good morning. Good morning po. Welcome sa bahay ni Nanay and Tatay, Richard and Jane. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today is Sunday morning and it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, nearly 10 o'clock. Why I don't have any... Ay, sorry po. Our live feed was cut off with low signal kasi nasa garden po ako. So, as I've said, we wake up early today, Sunday morning. It's nearly 11 o'clock. And my plan for today is to plant some plants for the hanging basket. And because it's March time, so you want your garden to look pretty. So, yesterday we managed to buy some plants. Pansy. I'm using pansy, and I have this primrose. Actually, the primrose that I bought, they're on sale, and they're nearly halfway dying. But I felt there's still more life to it, and I want to revive it. So instead of letting it to die with no one buying it, I bought it for only 90p each. So I'm going to use that in this basket. And I got few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays of pansies with the yellow, and then a mixture of, yeah, purple and white with yellow in the middle. And I have purple and yellow, mixture, and I have just the purple one. And primrose that I use are orange and pink. So to begin with my hanging basket, usually, I don't know with you guys on how you plant your springtime flowers. With my hanging basket, I usually take out the old one and make a new one, because I felt for the whole year, all the nutrients has come out. So you've been watering it, so the water takes the soil down, same with the nutrients that goes with it. So every March time, I usually prepare a new soil. Here in the UK, we buy our soil. So ito, pasensya na, maingay. Merong airplane na dumaan. So now, I'm just trying to take all the lump from the soil. Here in the UK, we buy our soil. It comes in a big plastic bag. It's like a sack of rice in the Philippines. So, ganun po siya kamahal. It varies. The prices would be from 6 pounds to 15 pounds. And then, for my hanging basket, I usually buy the moistured soil, just to keep the moisture. And then also, I will add some um, slow release plant food. So I always mix some of this in my soil. Natin. So join me today. Magpa-plant tayo. For those in the Philippines, good afternoon. So we'll add some more. Guys, these are safe for the plants. These are like small granules, and it's slow release. So as the time goes, nagme-melt siya from the water. So yan, i-mix lang. We'll just mix it to the soil. Those who like planting, I'm sure you got other techniques on how you plant your spring flowers. Or actually, I'm looking for some more flower yesterday, but there's not a lot in the hardware. Actually, sa hardware ko siya binili, not sa garden center, because at the moment we're still closed. All the garden centers are still closed because they're not essential. So I bought this from the hardware shop, which they usually sell plants anyway, pero they don't have a lot of plants, very limited naman. Pero like with this one, the basic one, they have some. So I've managed to buy, but the colors, I could only pick colors whatever there is available. And like if you go to the garden center, they got different varieties. And also guys, just to let you know, last year, around autumn time, I've asked Richard to plant some what they call ivy here in my basket. So I took them out again. As I told you, inempty ko yung aking basket. And I took out the ivy. So mayroon akong mga ivy, because I really don't like a garden looking bare during winter times. I usually have some evergreens in my garden. And I do invest on plants that grow or flower year in, year out. They might lose their leaves and flowers during winter, but come springtime or winter time, they bloom again. I like that kind of plants that you could rely on, that they would grow and bring you flowers, bring some colors at summertime. I've got a very small garden, so I really like something that is low maintenance. The only thing that I really plant every year or replant every year yung mga garden basket ko. So here we are. So I'll put some here. So these are all for the hanging baskets. I've already taken out, as I've told you, I've already taken out the old soil. Now, you know, ang old soil dito sa UK, we put it in a garden waste. I'm sure it'll be the same in other countries as well. And then when we throw it, we have to pay. Oh, funny, 'di ba? You have to pay when you throw your soil. So, yan, ilagay lang natin siya dito para magkaroon ng accent. Yan, lagay lang natin siya para merong greenery. Yan, no? So, lagay ko siya dyan. And then, as I've said, now I have to take I've got this massive gloves when I'm carrying some soil kasi it's very heavy for me. So now, I'm wearing a gloves and I could take out some of this primrose and I'll put it in the middle. You know, you might be saying you should be planting your plants in the afternoon when there's no sun. Wala naman po kasing sun dito sa amin sa UK. At the moment, it's still a little bit sunny but it's cold. It's only 6 degrees. 7 I would think, yeah. So, ayan na po. 7 kasi I'm under the sun. So, yan, tinatanggal ko lang po yung mga old niyang flowers. Just taking away some of the old flowers kasi I want it to grow again. And I don't know if I'm right, pero you try to loosen up the roots. And also, the other reason why I like to have a new soil in my hanging basket is because like this one, the old roots, it clogs up the basket. So it's better if you have a new soil. Yan, and then I'll mix it with some of this. Kasi my daughter was complaining yesterday, Nanay, there's nothing in our garden, and I keep on saying, well, you know, it's still March time and there's not a lot of flowers that bloom. So I've decided I'm going to start planting so that it won't look really gloomy. She's here with us today, I think until end of March. Kasi po yung mga university dito, umaalis po sila sa bayan nila. Parang sa atin, boarding house. So, sila rin, malayo siya sa amin. So, yan. Just pop it there. I don't know what else you put in the garden. I'm thinking of something, a different flower. As I've said, very limited ang flowers na nasa garden, what you call that, sa pinuntahan namin limited yung pinuntahan namin hardware. So ayan, ito lang muna yung nakita namin. So pag didikit-dikitin ko lang sila, and then I'll add some more of the purple. So as you can see, no, meron siyang purple, meron siyang yellow and purple. So each basket, I like a full basket. I like a full basket para when they grow, they look really nice. Yan. Marami siyang bulaklak na ibigay sa akin. And mind you guys, you know, if you really look after this basket, there was I think 1 year ago, I bought this pansy, no. I think it's gold. The brand is gold, and it lasts me until winter time, and then the following springtime. All I did was just add more. I just add more from that, just to top it up. As I've said, I really like a full basket, full of colors. Yeah. I really like it when it's full of colors. But it's nice to look at your garden, have a sip of coffee when it's full of flowers. Again guys, this is just for my hanging basket. So I still have this purple one here. As you can see, parang I've got very limited color. I only have purple and yellow. Kasi nga, yun lang ang nakita ko. Purple and yellow. But anyway, it will do me. So my garden will look purple and yellow for summertime. But don't worry, I still got other potted plants that they give different color. So, yan. So, this pansy, for those who doesn't know, this pansy, they're good for springtime and they last until summertime. If you look after them well, they would last until autumn. Kasi some of the pansies, they could hold, you know, they tolerate low temperature. So, yan. So, mag-add pa ako ng isa pa. Maybe I could add one more. I have a yellow one here. A nice big yellow one. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Nice big yellow one. And then ito po ang mga... So, this pot, it cost me £3.99. Anim po siya. 6 pieces. Ito dry na siya. So, ilagay natin siya dito. So, itong aking soil is super moist. Ilagay ko siya. Ay, my goodness. Talagang sinisiksik ko sila. Oh, yan. Yan. Sisiksik ko siya talaga kasi I really like na full yung basket ko. Para, at the moment, you don't appreciate it kasi maliliit pa sila. But come summertime, when they started to bloom, then you appreciate yung laman ng basket. For those young ones na who's watching, yung mga university student, at the moment, some of you might have enjoyed doing some planting, but I'm sure in the future you'll enjoy planting as well as way of releasing stress or finding extra time, or you know, and this is a good stress buster, planting. So there you are guys. So meron akong basket na. So I have this green. So I'm hoping that this will grow more. And then I got this mixture. So this is the purple one, pansy, and then this is the mixture of yellow and purple, and then I have the primrose in the middle, the pink one, and then yellow and purple, and then I have the one yellow and then another yellow and purple. So yan, what I'm going to do, I'm going to water them, and then ihang ko sila, pero I'll make sure na moist muna sila before I hang them, kasi this hanging basket, this pansy, it doesn't want to be dry, but at the same time it doesn't want to clog up water. So yan. By the way guys, just to let you know, yung aking hanging basket, meron akong liner sa ilalim niya. So it catches all the soil. It doesn't just, you know, it doesn't waste all the soil. So that's why it can easily clog up yung mga roots. It can easily clog up by the roots and you know, whatever there is in this soil. So I got 5 more to do. Diba? And again, ibas natin yung aking mga ivy. So lagay natin tong sa ivy dito sa dulo. Lagay natin sa ivy sa dulo. Lagay natin siya doon ng lupa sa dulo. Kawawa naman siya doon. And then, lagyan natin siya ng, let's try the orangey one. So, as you can see, no, talagang itong primrose na to is nearly dying na siya. Some of it is dry na yung leaves niya. Still, it says here, usually yung mga plants na nabibili dito, meron silang label. So, it says on the label, pasensya po, it needs direct sunlight. And February and May. So, it could still give me flowers from February to May. So, April, May. So, I still got 2 months to enjoy this little flower, no? So, I'm just taking out the old one to give, you know, when you take out the old one, it's like parang tao na, no? It gives the plants a reason to bloom again kasi you've taken out the old one. So it's telling itself, oh, come on, you have to grow more flowers because the others are gone now. Maybe. So ayan. Ayan siya. Ayan si ate sa gitna. Or maybe ilagay ko naman siya sa gilid. Sige, sa gitna na lang siya. Ang hirap naman mag-decide. Hindi naman po kasi ako landscaper. Ako po ay naghahangan na maging plantita. And then, let's get some more of this. Wala naman ako ibang choice, kundi ito lang, no? Parang namimili pa si ate. Wala namang ibang choice, kundi ito lang din. Talaga naman, no? So, gusto ko nang lagyan natin siya dyan. Gusto siya talaga nga para meron. So, and then as you water them, you just add some more. As you water them, you just add some more soil. Kasi in the long run, they you know, when you water it, it brings the soil with it. So, ayun, meron siyang ganun. So, tatanggalin siya siguro, no? Engon si ate. Tatanggalin natin siya doon. So, hopefully, hindi ko tinanggal dun sa isa. Ayun. So, ito, meron siyang parang cover para to keep the moisture in. Yan. And then, let's add some more purple. Wala naman akong ibang choice, diba? So, they look really pretty, no? They look really pretty. Pretty little thing. Pretty little things. Let's add one. This one. Hindi ko na add tong white and meron akong white and purple then. This one is nice as well. So, ayan. Very dry na rin siya. So, just crumple para malusen up yung kanyang roots. And then, let's start to add some soil. Ayan. So, ayan. If you really like a plant, or if you want to go planting, try to read, watch, Google. There's a lot of materials, no, to help you out with the plants that you want. like me, although I wouldn't say I'm very expert in planting, no, I wouldn't say that. But I usually try to research the plants that I want to have in the house. Like, I know I have a small garden and I really don't have the time to look after the garden all the time. So, yung mga ni-research ko na plant, yung mga easy to manage na plant, where, as long as I have um, half an hour in a day to water them, and they will survive with that, okay na ako doon. As long as I get the time, no, to, kasi sometimes, although how much, how often you love to be in the garden or to look after a plant, sometimes it doesn't give you enough time to do it because of the work, because of family time that you need, because of social time that you need. So, yun ang ginagawa ko. I do research pag meron akong gustong gawin sa garden ko. Like, especially with the plants. Try to make sure na low maintenance. So, if you ask me, yung mga low maintenance na halaman would be the evergreen. Para konting dilig, konting kembot, carry bells na. Yan, so yan. Meron din tayo ulit dyan para maganda siya. So, tinatakpan ko lang siya para it gives na protection. Kasi malamig pa po eh. Just to give this plant some protection, kaya nilulubog ko siya dun sa soil. And very fidgety kasi very small and fragile sila. Very small and fragile. So, I try to. And also, pagka diniligan ko sila mamaya, mawawash out yung soil, yung top soil. So, I'm adding some more. And every now and again, as I've said, just top with the soil. Ayan. So, this one is a different one. So, it's still the same. But this one is got the white end. It's got the white. So, at the moment, hindi pa siya ganun ka-pretty. But then, give it another week or 2 weeks. Then, you'll see when they grown, they will become very pretty na, no? So, I'm hoping this primrose will grow as I've given it extra care. Yan, so got to... Yan. So, got another one. So, again, when you plant, if you're planning to do a hanging basket, make sure your basket has a liner underneath so that you won't lose the soil every time you water it. So, ito, very konti na lang yung aking soil here. Meron pa ako ulit. Ayan. And then, I'll show you. Hindi ko siya kagad ihahang. I will water them first. And then, look, I've got some more here. Kasi it comes in a big basket, in a big plastic bag. And it's very heavy. So, I try to take some in portion. And then, I'm going to take the lump out. So, yan. Kasi you don't want your soil to be lumpy so that the roots have something to hold on. Kapag lumpy yung soil, if your soil is very lumpy, as the roots from the plants grow, it needs something to hold on. And since the root is still young, it cannot go through this lumpy soil, so you want it really fine. Again, guys, I'm not a professional gardener, but this is the life here in the UK. You do your own planting. Same in every place, no? And also, maybe there's a difference. In sa Philippines, you could just get the soil from your backyard. Here, you have to buy the soil. And then the plants, you could just ask plants from your neighbor. But here, you have to buy your plants. And you're not allowed to pick flowers or plants from the road. Especially if it's, if the government planted it to make the road look pretty. And then you're going to pick it up. Naku, makukulong po kayo. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to pick up plants or flowers from the road. So now, I'm happy with that one. Now I'm going to add some of this slow release food. So yesterday, what I'm doing was taking out the weeds. Kasi sooner or later, because it's springtime, so yung soil is still soft. So yesterday, I was taking out the weeds from the pots. All my plants are in a pot kasi I don't have soil in my garden. It's all a decking. So yung decking po, kahoy po yung aking garden, no. So lahat ng halaman ko it's potted. So what I did yesterday, because the soil is still soft, I tried to pull the weeds. Para habang malambot pa siya. So this one is a big one, no? Yan, so this is a very big one. So loosen up natin. Yan. Lagyan natin siya ng soil doon sa gilid. Para meron siyang some food and nutrients in there. Para mag-carry on siya ng carry on growing. So going back, so I pull the weeds para naman kasi once na nag-start na yung sunny weather, magi-stay na yung roots doon sa plants ko. So while it's still soft, I pull it out up to the roots para hindi na sila babalik. So again, ini-squeeze ko po siya para ma-loosen up yung roots niya. Ayan. Then push it in kasi gusto nyo mag-root siya doon sa loob. So I got the yellow one here. Pushing it in para mag-root siya. Yan. And then I will use the pink one again. Ayan. So nakita niyo yung mga roots niya, oh, clumps sila. So you just loosen it up a bit. But you don't want to cut it. Just loosen it up. Then take off the old one. Once they already dried, they don't make miracles. It's not going to grow again. So just pull it out. Once it's already dried, that means it's already dead. So pull it out to give more space for the new growth. So with this one, meron siyang new growth. I could see there is a new growth. And then take the dead leaves as well, the yellow one, take that out. Because sometimes they produce, parang tao rin po, you know, they produce carbon dioxide or kung ano man yung toxic things na nire-release ng plant. So yan, dyan siya. And then, lagyan natin siya ng soil at the side. Usually, actually, no, si tatay nagko-complain na siya, I keep buying plants. But guys, you can never have enough of plants. You always want some plants in the house, indoors, and outdoors. It's good for your mental health, no? Makes you feel relaxed, calm. Yan. So, dagdagan natin siya ngayon itong mga to. Alaga natin to, and again, look, oh, it's wrapped, naka-wrap siya, so loosen it up a bit. Yan. Loosen it up a bit. Yan. And just add some more in there. Teka muna, lagyan natin siya ng soil kasi it's not enough there. Lagyan natin siya ng soil. Lagyan pa natin kasi masyado siyang, I'm sure. Yan. Again, just take it out so that it can grow. Wait time to grow. let's add this white and, oh my goodness, white and purple. Just i-squeeze ko lang, just squeezing it out so it would loosen up the soil and it would come out, and then squeeze nyo lang. Add some more there. Buti pa sa Pilipinas, no, pinupulot lang ang halaman. Dito binibili po. So one basket, depende po sa shop. One basket is this one, the yellow one that I'm showing you, the yellow one, it's $6.95 for 6. So then $6.95, this one comes in. So I'm thinking, because this one is might be a bigger flower, that's why it costs $3.95 for 6. And this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. So I would assume na small flowering lang siya. That's why 10 yung binigay niya. And then this one, it's $3.95 per pack. So mas mahal siya, pero so 9 pieces inside. So mas mahal siya. But anyway, okay lang. Kasi kung $3.95 siya sa 9, so hindi naman siya ganun ka-expensive in comparison sa aking mental well-being na nakakakita ng halaman. Di po ba? Mas masarap pa rin tumingin sa halaman kaysa tingnan ko yung $3.95 ko. Ayun. So, nakukunan po muna ang aking basket. Ano? Yan, dagdagan pa natin siya ng isa pang purple para masaya. Ang saya-saya. Kayo po, ano po ba? What are you, would you mind sharing? What do you plant during springtime? What are your favorite flowers during springtime? What are the kinds of plants you prepare? So, ako po, ito, this is what we're preparing here in the UK, and everywhere you go at this time, they're all preparing, you know, those who like planting, they're all preparing for pansy, and you know, I know the daffodils and the tulips are just coming out, but this one is in preparation for summer. By the time summer comes, these are all in full bloom, so may continuity ang inyong garden, para you never go without flowers. So I'm sure, you know, when I go to the supermarket later, kasi sometimes some supermarkets here in the UK, they sell plants as well. So I'm sure once I go to the supermarket later, I would see some more plants there, and I would buy some more. Para naman yung outside garden ko. Kasi meron po akong front yard. So, again, it's not on the land. Nakapat din po siya. Kasi sabi ko nga po sa inyo, gusto ko low maintenance lang. So, nakapat lang siya. And then, also, meron akong chance to change whatever I want to plant in there yearly, no? So, although there's still some daffodils and tulips coming out from that pots, but I have to think ahead of time what I want to plant after the tulips once it's all gone. So, pinupush in ko lang po yung lupa ko para meron siyang cover, para hindi siya ginawan, kasi po it's still cold here in the UK. Some of the plants, they don't want it when it's too cold. So, pero ito naman pong pansy, they could tolerate cold temperature, but not cold as such as negative degrees, you know. Ayan, so ayan na siya. Yan, so you can see, meron na akong variety ng flowers. So, yan. So, meron na akong 3. Lagay natin siya dyan, si ate. Lagay natin si ate dyan. Kung mukhang kukulangin pa rin ang soil ko, no? So, I have to buy some more soil later. Pero I still got some more dun, ha. At the moment, with my 6 basket, I think I've used up 6, half of the bags that I bought. So again, balik tayo tayo uli. Kasi sabi ko sa inyo, I always like to have evergreen. So ito, it's an evergreen plant. So even on when winter comes, it will still give me flowers. This ivy. No, flower. I mean, it will still give me greenery during winter time. Itong ivy. That's why we planted ivy dito sa mga hanging basket. No? I'd like to plant yung fern, but yung fern sometimes when it's cold, it's too cold, they die. So, meron din po ako mga fern, kaya lang they die kapag too cold. Kaya, I stop. So, at the moment, hindi pa po natin ma-enjoy itong aking basket. But give it a week. Give it a week and we will enjoy the beauty of it, no? Again, those who just start watching, hello po. Lunchtime na po dito sa amin sa UK and I'm just trying to plant some spring flowers. I'm just trying to plant some spring. Teka lang mag-ask tayo kay tatay. Tatay, can I have some more soil, please? Soil. No, that's not, that's the old one. Just put it in here, tatay. Okay. So, I'll show you yung bag kasi tatay is already have it. So, tatay, let's show them.
What?
Yung soil. So ito po yung soil na binabay ko. It's not a paid advertisement. Pero just to show you, especially those who lives in the Philippines, ganito po yung soil na binibili namin. So, tatay dito. Ay, it's heavy. Kailangan ko po ng lalaki. Para buhatin ito, mabigat po. Okay, so, oh my goodness. It's really packed. So, yan po yung isa pa. Some more kasi I got 2 more basket to fill. I need some more. Ay! It's not enough, eh. It's not enough to fill a basket.
So, what we can do there?
Okay, so, yan. So, again, ulitin po natin yung process, no? For those who just join in, so we buy our soil. So, ayan, as you can see, binuhat ni tatay. So, that bag is around 6 to 7 pounds. Hindi po kami pwedeng humingi ng soil sa kapitbahay or sa soil namin. So, ayan. So, binibili po namin siya sa garden center, but this time we bought it in the hardware shop kasi they do sell plants and like this kind of soil. Kasi yung mga garden center po namin are still closed because of the pandemic. So, we didn't buy anything from the garden shop at the moment. We bought it from B&Q. Some of the shops are open like B&Q, Home Base. Those are the hardware shops here in the UK where we've managed to buy some soil and plants. They do sell garden products as well. So, ayan. We're just taking out the lump from this soil. Pasensya na, singot ako ng singot kasi po malamig. Hindi lang po talaga obvious. Pero malamig po. Then, we'll just add a little bit of this. Ayan. Parang children nyo rin po yan. It needs some vitamins and minerals to grow. It's like a child. Then you have to nurture them by giving them water them all the time. So yun, parang bata din, di ba? Ayan, may bato pa, tanggalin natin ang bato kasi the plants will not grow on rocks, no, unless it's a cactus. Pero even so, they just rest on it. They don't get any nutrients, just water. So ayan, no? So nilagyan natin siya ng vitamins. So hopefully they are slow release vitamins. The one that I'm using is a plant food and they are slow release. that would last them towards summertime and maybe up to autumn. And then this basket will be stagnant for winter. That's why I have the ivy. And then come springtime again, tatanggalin ko na yung soil. As I've said, I like to start with a new basket all the time. I like to start with new basket kasi wala na po yung nutrients niya. So ito, babalik ulit tayo. So I got here a primrose which I bought on sale. I think it's only 90p. On a regular price, this is 175 per pot. Pero yesterday when I was buying some flowers for the basket, I was thinking, this primrose has still got a lot of life in it. And it says it could flower from up to May. So, why not give it a try? Mabubuhay pa naman si Lola. Buhayin natin siya. If we give it love. So, what I'm doing is just taking off the leaves that already died and yung mga flowers na meron siya kasi mga little buds na some of it nag-died out na and some of it meron siyang bagong tumutubo. So, I'm just taking out the one that's already died out to give way for those new buds. Kasi yung nutrients nahahati, no? So, this one, tinanggal ko na siya. So, hopefully, wala siyang kahati. Lagyan natin siya ng soil on the side. Hello dyan sa mga kumari ko sa Exeter. Kamusta na kayo? I'm sure your garden is ready. Naku, yung mga kaibigan ko po dyan sa Exeter, i-chismis ko sa inyo, napaka gagaling mag-garden, mag-alaga ng kanilang mga halaman. So, yan. Mga magagaling na may bahay. Masisipag mag-alaga ng halaman. Hindi katulad ko. Ang gusto easy life. So, gamitin nga natin itong mga puti na ito. Parang hindi sila masyadong napapansin. Bakit hindi kita napansin? Pasensya ka na, ha? So, ayan. Tanggalin natin siya. Gawin natin dalawa. Later on po, I would plant. Meron po kasi akong parang hanging rin na ginagamitan ko lang ng pot. So, yung iba, dun ko sila itatanim para kasama sila para puno. Ayun. Parang puno. Masaya sila. Ang saya-saya. You don't want the basket to be too heavy, but with this one I want it full of flowers, so when they flower they're really nice, no? It's nice when you see a hanging basket full of flowers. So ayan, this one, tingnan nyo po, naka-cover siya. So Ninong, walang tao sa live chat. Oo nga, walang tao sa live chat ko, pero ikaw nandyan ka, so okay lang. Good morning. Walang tao? Anong ibig sabihin walang tao? Hindi niyo ako nakikita. Saan ka na ba, Edward? Sagutin mo ako. Good morning sa'yo. Good morning sa inyo. Teka lang, ha? Hindi kita masyadong nakikita kasi alam mo naman, Edward, ang aking salamin, kailangan. Wala daw tao. Hindi ba sila makapasok, Edward? What do you mean walang tao? O hindi mo ako nakikita, naririnig mo lang ako. That's another thing, Baka naririnig mo lang ako. At alam mo naman ang ninang, hindi teki. Teka lang, ha, tawagin natin si tatay. Tatay! Edward? Ano sabi na? Ha? So, ayan, balik na po tayo. So, bahala na po si tatay kung paano ginagawa ang, ang paggawa sa YouTube. Hindi ko po kasi talaga alam. So, siya na po. Ako'y salita lang ng salita dito. At ako'y nag-e-enjoy na kasama ninyo. So, yung mga hindi pa nakakapanood, ako po ay naghahalaman today. And, yan. Dagdagan pa natin ng purple para masarap. Para masaya. So, lahat po ng halaman ko ngayon, dahil very limited ang yan, very limited ang plants na nakita namin sa hardware na pinuntahan namin kahapon. So, ayan. Purple, white, and yellow lang ang meron. Pero it's okay. I still got some plants to grow. Medyo maingay po yung aming kalsada. Pasensya na po Kasi merong naggagawa. There's a construction going on at the entrance of our estate. They're building a supermarket. So that means it'll be traffic soon coming into our estate. Ayan. So, ayan siya. Ayan. So, meron na tayong another basket. So, as you can see. So, ayan siya. So, I'm hoping. So, again, for those who just tune in, what you need to do is make sure na, naku, parang hindi siya even, no? But make sure na you have a liner if it's a hanging basket. Para yung soil, masasalo siya, hindi siya mauubos kada dilig ninyo. Oh, actually, it's cold. It's really cold today. Hindi lang po halata. Nagmamaganda ang lola nyo. So, ayan, meron akong ivy that we planted last year. So, andyan po yung mga roots niya. Niya kasama sa pagtanim para mabuhay siya. And then lagyan natin siya ng yellow pansy. Sorry, I still have this primrose. Yan, primrose. Tatanggalin po natin. Let's take off the dry leaves. Let's take off the dry leaves. Yan. Para to give way for the new growth. Dry leaves and yung dry buds. Kasi I could see there's still some more new buds coming out. Tanggalin lang natin yung old one na. Kasi ito want natin your crumpled. So that meron siya dong yan. Siguro dito natin ilagay ito. Yan. Then, lagyan natin siya ng yellow one. Ito ng yellow. Ayan. Natin siya. So, again, crumple nyo lang. Ito siya. Siya ng green and white. purple and white. Ayan, simulan natin ng purple and white para masaya. Masaya-saya. Natin ang yellow and purple. Again, meron po siyang cover. Tanggalin nyo lang po para and then nilagyan natin siya ng mga purple. Purple. One more basket to go and then tapos na tayo. So, meron ulit tayong basket dito. Ayan, one more. And then, i-water natin siya. So, there you are, guys. Yan na yung aming basket. Then, ilalagay ko lang siya sa aking hanging basket. Ito po yung casing niya. Then, ilalagay ko lang siya doon. And then, ready to, teka muna, where is the, ayan, yung ivy. Nakalubog yung ivy. Ano, hindi siya masyadong kita. Hindi masyadong kita yung aking ivy. So, kalubog lang siya dyan. Didiligan lang natin siya mamaya. Ganyan lang siya. And then, ready to hang na po ito. Like so. There you are. And then, give it a week or give it a week and it will all started to grow and bloom, and then you'll enjoy it for the rest of the summer. So that's how we do it here in the UK. That's how we do our prepare our garden. And most of the British people like the pansy in their baskets and some other more plants. At the moment, as I've said, there's only limited flowers that we could buy because the garden center are still closed because of the pandemic. Pero that's how they prepare it, and that's how I prepare my garden basket. And I've said give it another week. You water it every day, and then top up some topsoil, because every time you water it na naglulusen up yung nutrients and the soil, so nagka-clog up siya underneath. So just to lift it up every now and again and clean the bottom one, and then try to cultivate it on the side, loosen up the soil so it's not going to clump up and it's not going to clog up the water, and the roots, magloosen up a bit, and then top up some topsoil, give it more nutrients, and then you'll enjoy the rest of the summer. You have flowering plants all throughout, and if you look after your plants, it would last until winter time. Some of them they survive cold weather. Sometimes we were lucky we don't have a very cold winter, and it still survive until springtime. Few years through 2 years ago, we don't have this we don't have this very cold winter, so it survives until springtime. Then comes springtime, all I need to do is just loosen it up a bit, and then make sure that it's not clog up underneath, and then add some more. But actually, it cost me more because as I've said, with the hanging basket, you have to make sure you start with a new one with a fresh soil, because it definitely clog up the bottom of your basket, and then there's not enough nutrients in it anymore. So the next time you just squeeze in a plant, it doesn't give you enough nutrients anymore. So that's how we do it in the UK. We buy our own soil, and the old soil we throw it away, or sometimes you have to pay for it when you throw it away. And then all the plants we buy it, and it's not allowed to pick up flowers from the street, especially if it's planted by the government to make the place look pretty. So you're not allowed to pick up some flowers, unlike in the Philippines. If you got a neighbor who's got a nice flower, you just ask for it. But here, you don't even see your neighbor all the time, and when you see them, you just say hi. It's very occasional that you see your neighbor, and you have a chat. It's very different life here in the UK. So I hope you've learned something today when it comes to planting and how we do the garden. So once it's all in bloom, hopefully on our next future videos, you could see how our garden looks like, because there's still a lot to do in the garden, especially on springtime. We do a lot of, if you hear the word spring cleaning, that's what we do here in the UK. When it's a little bit warmer, we paint the fence, we mend the fence, we start planting, we do trimming, because it's warm to go out, and most of the people would like to stay outdoors when it's warmer. Unlike in the Philippines, we try to hide from the sun, but here when they see the sun, it attracts people. They like to go out and enjoy the garden, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the heat. And also because sunshine always only stays with us from, if we're lucky to have a mild weather, we only have March. If we have warm weather, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October is a push. And then after that, it will be a long winter again. So October, November, December, January, February, March. So we have 6 months of without sunshine, cold, gloomy, and wet, and snow. But if we're unfortunate, even the winter time is still gloomy and it's still wet and it's still dark. So, this is a British weather. So I hope you enjoy your sunshine wherever you are, and have a lovely Sunday, everyone. Bye!